Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Charleston, and welcome you guys to another episode of the Dreamerspro Show, where we cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, entertainment, and we give you guys a fresh perspective on things and how we see them. And today we got another show for you guys here today. Going to cause a little bit of drama, but hey, it is what it is. But before we get into that, please make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel. Now, we got a doozy for you guys here today, and it's involving two former teammates. So, what happened? Yesterday, Kendrick Perkins was on ESPN First Take with JJ Redick and a new moderator, a lady's name that I don't remember at the moment. It's not relevant. So they were there, and they were talking about a plethora of things, right? They were talking about the Eastern Conference, the Western Conference, but in this particular segment, they were focusing on the Boston Celtics, right? Now, as you all know, Kendrick Perkins is a former Boston Celtic, and he won the championship with that team in the 2007-2008 campaign when they had Kevin Garnett, Ray Allen, and these guys when they won 66 games that season. So he's a champion and a seasoned veteran in the NBA. Then after that, Kendrick Perkins went to go play with the Oklahoma City Thunder. When he was a member of the Oklahoma City Thunder, he was teammates with Kevin Durant, Russell Westbrook, James Harden, and one Serge Ibaka. Yesterday, when he was on ESPN talking to JJ Redick, for whatever reason, Kendrick Perkins was given his reasons why he believes that there's pressure on the Boston Celtics. And for whatever reason, he decided to segue off his original point and say something about Serge Ibaka that totally blindsided him, causing Serge to take to the internet and Twitter to respond to Kendrick Perkins. So for those of you who missed the exact comments that Kendrick Perkins had to make about Serge Ibaka, what we want to do is we want to play exactly what he had to say, and then we're going to come back and react. Take a listen to that.
We got new ownership. There's plenty of teams, Perk, that have more at stake than the Boston Celtics.
Are you serious, JJ?
Are you
serious? Really serious right now? But because let me explain something to you. Not only did I play in Boston, I also played on a team in Oklahoma City with James Harden, Russell Westbrook, and Kevin Durant. And guess what? We was a young team that actually went to the NBA Finals. And you know what everybody kept saying? Oh, Kevin Durant is only 23 years of age. Russell Westbrook is only 22. James Harden is 22. Serge Ibaka is 21, although he was probably 30 at the time, because we already know how certain individuals lie about their age, but we're not about to get into that. So everybody kept saying the future is going to be bright. Man, those guys are going to stick together. They're going to come back. We don't know that, JJ. We don't know that. And again, like I just told you before when I started my segment, this duo in Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown has had success since Jason Tatum has walked in the front door. They have been to multiple conference finals. They represented the finals last year. So my thing is that we're going to keep saying if they don't complete the mission, oh yeah, they still got time. Stick with it. Oh yeah, they still got time. Keep it going. Sooner or later, something is going to have to give. And what I'm saying is this: when you have a complete team, when you have an aging Al Horford that's playing a vital role for them right now, and you have the opportunity in front of you right now, they are a championship or bust, period. There's no other way around it. You have to complete the mission, JJ. You can't thrive and say that these guys are young and the legacy and all this. No.
So you heard what Kendrick Perkins had to say there. Now, while doing research this morning, I was doing some research, and then I saw this story, and I'm reading this from marker.com. Basically, what Serge Ibaka had to say to Kendrick Perkins is what this article essentially covered. So let me get into it here. Serge Ibaka has come out against statements made by former Oklahoma City Thunder teammate and current ESPN analyst Kendrick Perkins, in which he questioned the Spaniard's true age, feeding the urban legend that many African players lie about their date of birth The former player referred to the 11 and 12 season when the Oklahoma City Thunder reached the NBA Finals, said Serge Ibaka was 21, but he was probably 30 at the time because we know how some people lie about their age. In a series of scathing social media posts, the Spaniard slammed his former teammate. Hey, Kendrick Perkins, I don't usually react to comments about me, but it's disappointing to hear someone I shared a locker room with spreading misinformation to be relevant and get an audience on TV and social media, Ibaka tweeted. You can talk about my game. If I don't play well, I'll never have a problem with that. But to talk about me for no reason is really unacceptable. It's disrespectful to me, and I feel it's disrespectful to a lot of Africans who have lived with that unfounded accusation. If I was 30 years old in Oklahoma, I guess I'm 45 years old now. Ibaka then proceeded to slam Perkins for his behavior whilst the pair played together for the Thunder. The truth is, I never lied about my age, and I work very, very hard every day without cheating and have never been suspended, Ibaka continued. Everybody in the league knows that. You cheated and didn't respect the game. While I am disappointed, I am not surprised to see these actions from someone who got his job by breaking the locker room code and spreading lies about two of his former teammates and brothers like Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook. You weren't a locker room leader, and then you kept doing the same thing in the media. Then Kendrick Perkins responded, saying the following. It was an effing joke. Stop being so damn sensitive, he posted. It's wrong of me if I offended you. If I made you feel any way, my apologies, my brother. Please, don't get me started. Please don't. I'm not going to go do it. Please don't. I'm not going to talk about the days in OKC and what you were doing in the locker room. I won't, but you definitely need to stop because you know, I know, keep it up. Now, what are my thoughts on this? I have a few. First of all, when you're doing live television, sometimes you get it right. Sometimes you get it wrong because you're answering things in real time. I also believe that in the back of your mind while you're on television and you're in the ratings game, you want to be as entertaining as possible and always try to keep the viewers engaged on a second-to-second basis. So I can kind of get the pressure one might feel to feel as if they have to literally perform in order for the show to be, to stay concurrent while it's happening live. That being said, I feel like that was an unnecessary comment on the part of Kendrick Perkins. It's something that my late grandmother would describe as an expensive joke. An expensive joke by her definition is basically when you make a joke at the expense of someone else. One person ends up feeling a type of way about it. It's not something that all of us can generally laugh about. In that particular moment, that particular comment that he made probably was said in jest to get a particular response out of the viewers, but ultimately it ended up offending one particular person. And in this case, it was one Serge Ibaka. Now, Serge Ibaka, who's from the Congo. He did touch on a list of things, and one of them was this stigma about African players lying about their age. Now, I don't know much about that because I haven't spent much time understanding the draft process and what goes into that, the selection process. So I don't know. If that's a stigma that exists, I haven't heard about it. It probably does, right? So I don't have enough knowledge to speak on that. However, I think Serge did the right thing to defend himself, right? Because Kendrick Perkins brought his name into that segment for absolutely no reason. For absolutely no reason. I think he just did it to get a laugh out of people, but it was a distasteful comment. At least that's how the person that you made the comment about is expressing it. Now, to Kendrick Perkins, Kendrick Perkins was doing a little bit of dry snitching right there. I ain't gonna lie to you. What Kendrick Perkins was doing reminds me of a line that Nas had on Hip Hop Is Dead. He goes, first he tell, then he stop, like you're not really ratting. Right? And it's like, you're telling and you're not telling at the same time. He was like, I know what you were doing in that locker room, but I won't say nothing. And all of a sudden, he was like, So he was doing something in the locker room, but we don't know. And then it calls me. He's like, so first you tell, then he stopped. Like he not really ranting. So to me, that was a little bit of dry snitching. But, Kendrick has been known to cross the line from time to time. And I think Serge Ibaka was within his right, well within his right, to defend himself. So really what I want to do is we want to hand this over to the audience. And the question is simply this. For those that have more information about the thing this Serge Ibaka pointed to about this stigma surrounding certain players, African players of descent, we'd like to hear what you guys think about this in the comment section. And also, for people in general, what do you think about this exchange? Whatever you guys think, please leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section. We catch you guys on the next show. Peace.